Imagine waking up. You are perfectly healthy, you are wealthy, and you are young forever. This is the dream of transhumanism. For centuries, we have viewed aging as a death sentence, a slow disease that eats away at our minds and bodies. But what if you could fight back? What if you could take everything that makes you, you, your memories, your humor, your fears, and download them into a machine? Flesh rots, silicon doesn't. The promise is simple. Leave your failing biological body behind and live inside a pristine digital world. No more cancer, no more arthritis, just pure functional existence. It sounds like heaven, right? But there is a fatal flaw in the code. We love the idea of living forever, but we rarely ask what it means to be alive. Does mortality make us human? If you remove the heartbeat, the fear of the end, and the fragile nature of life, do you still have a soul? Or are you just a very fast computer program running on a server? And that is where the nightmare begins. You want to live forever, but how do you actually move your mind into a computer? It isn't magic, it is math, and it is incredibly violent. Scientists call your brain's map the Connectome. It is the ultimate blueprint of your thoughts. To copy it, they need to see every single connection, all 86 billion neurons. But here's the catch. You cannot just take a picture of a brain from the outside. To map it, they have to slice it. Imagine a machine slicing your brain into layers thinner than a human hair. Each slice is scanned, then that slice is destroyed. The nanobots move in, turning your physical memories into glowing blue data streams. Your brain is not being copied, it is being dismantled. This is called destructive scanning. To create a digital version of you, the original you must be permanently destroyed. If you kill the original to make the copy, did you survive, or did you just die and leave a digital ghost behind that thinks it is you? Think about that before you sign the contract. The scan is complete. Your brain is now data. But ask yourself this: where did you go? We love to talk about transferring consciousness, like moving a file from a slow USB drive to a fast cloud server, but that's not what happens. The scanner destroys your brain to read it. It builds a map. It recreates your personality, your memories, your voice. It makes a perfect copy. And that is where the nightmare begins. Imagine waking up in a body of chrome and wires. You feel fine. You remember walking into the lab, but you aren't in the lab anymore. You're somewhere else. You look down at hands that are now cold metal. The original you, the one with the beating heart, they died on the table 5 minutes ago. You are just a line of code that thinks it is human. You have all their memories, but none of their life. If you die to make the copy, did you ever really live forever? Or did you just build your own digital replacement? You aren't just a copy, you are property. Imagine an extreme wide shot of a dystopian server farm towering like a megacity in the neon rain. To run a human mind takes insane amounts of power. Your digital soul isn't free. It sits on a massive server owned by a corporation. Think of it like a subscription service. You pay every month to exist. What happens if you miss a payment? They don't just kick you out. They turn off the power. They delete your memories. They wipe your personality.
Your eternity vanishes in a single click. And that is where the nightmare begins. You aren't just a person, you are data. They scan your thoughts for marketing trends. They sell your memories to advertisers. They control the reality you experience. You aren't living, you're just renting space in a digital cage. Would you trade your freedom for a promise of immortality only to become a slave to a corporation? Because in this future, when you die, your problems are just beginning. You think immortality means exploring the stars, but in a digital world, you might just be trapped in a box. Imagine no wind on your face, no taste of coffee, no smell of rain. Your digital existence is just data, a simulation of life, not life itself. You are isolated in a void, entirely alone, with nothing but your own thoughts to keep you company. But there is a fatal flaw in the code. The environment fragments into corrupted binary code. Computers break, files get corrupted. Over thousands of years, your memories will start to glitch. You might forget your mother's face. You might forget how to speak. What happens when your digital mind starts to tear itself apart and you have no mouth to scream? This isn't paradise. It is a digital hell. It is sitting in a dark room, watching your own mind slowly rot forever. Is that worth the price of never dying, or is death actually a mercy?